Welcome to Chapter 26 of The Good Earth. As always, I will begin with a brief synopsis of the chapter, followed by some key points to pay attention to, and then finish off with some big ideas that the author is looking at, as well as asking some questions that I think are important to consider as you read the chapter. Olan's health enters a sharp decline, and she becomes bedridden for many months. During this time, the household does not operate as well as it had before. Wang Lung comes to realize the powerful influence that Olan has had over everything in his house and just how important of a person she is. He spends most of his time at her bedside, watching her slowly decline, and although they do not speak much, he begins to get close to her again. He cannot love her in the same way that he loves Lotus, but he has a newfound respect and appreciation for her. Olan begins to feel better one day, and she requests that Wang Lung send for the fiancé of their oldest son. Although it is a little unorthodox, her father agrees and the girl comes into their home. She now becomes Olan's companion and helper, and Olan teaches her how she should go about managing the house. Later, Olan makes a further request that their son be sent for so that she can see him be married before she dies. Once again, Wang Lung agrees, and he sends for his son, and the wedding is held right away. Shortly after the wedding, Olan's health crashes, and she passes away. Wang Lung is too distraught to help much with the burial preparations, although he does keep his composure well enough to handle the financial transactions. Shortly after Olan's death, his father also passes away, leaving them with two dead to bury. Wang Lung hires a geomancer, a magician who divines things about the earth, to find the proper burial spot, and Wang Lung puts on a large double funeral. He wants the affair to be grand enough to reflect their position in the community and to do honor to them both. This chapter brings about a number of changes in Wang Lung. You will notice that not only are his feelings towards Olan affected, but also his feelings towards Lotus and to the rest of the members of the family. Olan's death will affect the rest of Wang Lung's life. In addition, notice how the various characters' attitudes towards Olan are portrayed. What does this tell you about each of them? What about their attitudes towards Wang Lung? This chapter offers some deeper insights into each character than we have had before. Finally, why do you think that the author included both the wedding and the funeral in the same chapter? She could just as easily have separated them, but chose not to. As you read this chapter, it is a good time to ask yourself about funerals. Why do we have them? What role do they serve in society? What do they do for us? How do funerals in your culture differ from, and how are they the same as, funerals in the novel? How does your culture honor the dead? What rituals, celebrations, events, or customs exist in your home or community that reflect attitudes towards the dead?